Hi all, welcome back. In the last session, we have seen um, collection framework definition, and we have seen the uh, we have seen the hierarchy of the collection interface. We have seen the hierarchy of the collections. Okay, and we have seen two collections. One is collection, and we have seen the one more interface called list. In this session, we will be learning set interface. We'll be learning set interface. Okay. So what exactly is set interface? Okay. Set is also one of the sub interface of collection. Okay. So it does not allow duplicates. Okay. So set does not allow duplicates, and it will be display the data in random order, which is nothing but we can't define in which order it is going to display the data. Random order. And set will be adding the data only in forward direction. Forward direction. Okay. Forward direction. And set interface will take only a single null value. So if you try to add like more than one, so it will not take it actually. Okay. So as it doesn't allow duplicates. Okay. So it will not process more than one null value. Okay, fine. Yeah. So these are the some of the characteristics of set. So when it compares to the list will be allowing duplicates. Okay, list will be like adding the data at the beginning, middle, at the end. So list will be like retrieving the data forward and backward direction. But when it comes to the set, it will be allowing the it will not allow it will not allow duplicates. It will not allow duplicates. Okay, it will be displaying the data in random order, and it will be retrieving the data in forward direction. You will be adding the data at the back and back only. You'll be adding the data at the back only. Okay, and it will take a single null value. Okay, when you have to use set, when you have to use it, if you want to represent a group of individual objects as a single entity where duplicates are not allowed, and displaying the data in random order, and adding the data at the back, and retrieving the data only in forward direction, at that time you should be going for the set. Okay, so when we should go for set, if we want to represent the represent group of individual elements in a single entity, which is nothing but our collection. Okay, if you want to if you want to represent a group of individual elements in a single entity where duplicates are not allowed, duplicates are not allowed, null insertion is possible only for once. Okay, and displaying the data only in random order, and adding the data at the back only. Okay, then we should go for set. Okay, so let's see the next interface of set. And the set doesn't have any methods actually. Okay, it doesn't have any special methods actually. So where we have in the list, so whatever the methods which are there in a collection, the same methods would be coming to the set as well. Okay, because it is a sub interface of collection. Okay, so it will be extending the features or features which is called methods to the you know set. Okay, fine. So just give me a minute. Okay, so the next concept is sorted set. Sorted set is a sub interface of set. Okay, sorted
Sir,
set
recording
object.
not yet started, sir. Recording.
It's started. So set object doesn't take duplicates, which is nothing but a sorted set object doesn't take duplicates, and it will display the data in sorted order. Sorted order. It will be displaying the data in sorted order. and it will be adding the elements at the end only, and it will be retrieving the elements only in a forward direction. The elements only in a forward directions. Now, when you have to use sorted set, if you want to represent a group of individual objects where duplicates are not allowed, and it's displaying the data based on some sorting order, and adding the data at the end and retrieving the data only in forward direction, at that time you will be using the sorted set. Okay, so sorted set will be having the methods. So let's see the methods of sorted set. So we have a methods called comparator. I'll be comparator. So which will be returning an object of comparator. Comparator is a method which will be returning an object of comparator. And we have a methods called first, last. First method will be retrieving the first element of a sorted set, and last method will be returning the last element of sorted set. And we have a head set. Okay, it will be returning the topmost element, and subset. So subset will be having the it will be returning the indexes from, it will be returning the elements from index to index. Okay, let's say we have 10 elements stored. I want to, okay, I want to, retrieve elements from second element to fifth element. At that time, this will be helpful. Okay, subset will be helpful. This will be returning a sorted set as well. Head set and sorted set, subset, both will be returning the sorted set as a return type. Sorted set. Okay, and we will be having the split iterator. I'll say that split iterator. So this will be used to retrieve the elements from the collection actually. So I'll say it must be L I T R iterator. Okay, it's a special method actually, which is given to the sorted set to retrieve the elements. Okay, and so we will cover all these methods in a I'll be creating a separate playlist for the collection methods. In that we will be covering all these methods. Okay, so yeah, these are the total methods we have in a sorted set. And what exactly sorted set? Sorted set is a sorted set doesn't take duplicates. Okay, it will be adding the data at the end only. It will be retrieving the data only in forward direction, and it will be whatever the data you have added to the sorted set collection. It will be sorted based on the sorted order. So it would be alphabetical order. Okay, fine. So these are the sorted set. So this is sorted set. Next we will be seeing the one more concept, navigable set. Okay, so let's see the navigable set. Navigable set. So what is navigable set? So navigable set, it is the child to the sorted set. Navigable is child to the sorted set. Okay, it will be inheriting the properties of a sorted set to navigable set. Navigable set. So everything, everything is same compared to the sorted. So it will not allow duplicates. It will be adding the data at the end only. It will be retrieving the data at the at the in forward direction only. It will be displaying the data in sorted order. But we will be using this navigable set when we are like working with the navigation set. Okay, at that time only we will be using this sorted set. Okay, so when you have to use navigable set, if there is a, like, if you are working with the navigations, like mostly in Google Maps or Apple Maps are there, like, so if you are working with a navigations, so you will be using this navigable set. Okay, and this navigable set is also having the methods. Okay, floor is a method which will be taking some object as a parameter, and it will be returning the object. Okay, so we have the lower, higher. So these are the different methods we have. Poll first, poll last. These are the methods we have which are available in the navigable set. So yeah, in navigable set, with all these methods, we have additional methods of sorted set. Okay, so so navigable set will be having the higher, more methods compared to the sorted set because it is having the methods of sorted set and the navigable set methods as well. Okay, so let's see next queue. I think you might have heard about this in your uh, academics actually. QUEQ. So let's see Q. What is Q? So Q is a child interface of collection actually. Q is child interface, child interface to collection. It is a child interface to collection. It is used to keep the elements that are processed first, and it will be taking out the elements which you have added out as the first only. So it will follow first in, first out. So whatever the element you have added first, the same element you are going to take out. Okay, let's say for example, I have added for one number, second number I have added later, third number I've added, fourth number I've added, fifth number I've added. So here, whatever the element you have added first, so that element will be taken out first. Okay, so it is nothing but whatever the element you are adding, whatever the first input you are giving it, so the same it will be going out. So it is nothing but first in, first out. Okay. Okay. So as Q is a interface, so whatever the class, whatever the interfaces which we have discussed, list, set, collection, sorted set, navigable set, all these are the interfaces. So we can't create an object of interface, right? Okay. So what we have to do is we have an implementation classes given for all these interfaces. For queue, there is an implementation class called priority queue. You can use priority queue or you can use linked list also. It's fine, no problem in it. Okay, so you can use any implementation class. So either linked list you can use it or you can use priority queue. Priority queue. Q. So you can use either any one of these class to work with the queue. Okay. So the best example. So let me tell you when you have to use this queue. So when you have to use this queue. So if you want to represent a group of individual objects prior to processing, then you should go for queue. So the best example I can say that so sending an email to a group of people actually. So let's say for example I'm sending a mail, I'm adding people's all the peoples to a group actually. Let's say IBC is a group. Okay, IBC batch 1 is a group. Batch 1 is a group. So in this batch, in this group, I'm adding the names like A, B, C, something like this. Till Z I have added. Okay. Think like that A, B, C are the names. Till Z I have added the peoples. Okay. So in whatever order I have added, in the same order only it will be going to deliver. Okay, so this is one of the best example for the queue. So what queue will be telling? Whatever the element you are adding at first, the same element will be taking out first. Here also in the email in this email scenario as well. So you will be adding a name called let's say Ayan. You'll be adding a name called uh, Cyber. You'll be adding a name called Bala. Okay, you'll be adding a name called Zahir. Okay, so in whatever order you have added the names, okay, in the same order it is going to deliver the mails for you. So the first Ayan will be getting the mail, then Cyber will be getting the mails, then Bala will be getting the mails. At last, Zahir will be getting the mails actually. Okay. Let's see what are the methods we have in this queue methods. Queue methods. In queue, we have 5 to 6 methods are there. One is like if you want to add an element, of course, we have a add object, add method, so which will be adding an element. It could be an object, it could be an element, you can tell anything. Okay, so this will be returning Boolean. We know that we have seen in first class itself of collection framework Boolean. Cool. So then we have, if you want to remove an object, so we were just using remove method. So in collections, we were passing the object as a parameter, right? Here you don't need to do it. You just call object.remove. Okay. So it will be removed. And if you want to, retrieve, if you want to update, if you want to retrieve, if you want to update, so you'll be having a method speak, poll. Okay. So these are the methods. Okay, so keep and poll, it will be like retrieving it. Yeah. Yep. And we have an element method as well. Okay. So all these methods I'll be explaining you in the collection methods. Okay. So as of now, just understand the concept, what exactly the concept will be telling when you have to use this, respected interface. Okay. So when you will be using queue, if you want to represent a group of individual objects prior to processing, then you will be go and use the queue. Okay. Fine.